Versace, Spency boy sipping that tea. Roczen Ducati. What's up, my dudes? Super rumor mill. Roczen potentially going to this new Ducati Motocross team for 2025. All right, so this may or may not be happening. I mean, take it with a tea-sipping grain of salt, okay? But I know there has been some other channels that have sort of talked about it a little bit. And, for instance, if you go look at Roczen's, social media, he ain't really got a lot in his bio about being on a Suzuki team and shit, He did post 3 days ago of him ripping on that same Suzuki on a Supercross track. Now, obviously, he was on the Suzuki for World Supercross, but yeah, I definitely think it's worthy to talk about the possibilities here of not only if Roczen's going Ducati, but, what is the future of Roczen's career? What's actually going to happen with that, He's kind of in a weird spot right now, boys. Really weird. He was on Honda. Everybody thought he was going to go out there and have, some of his best years. Has probably one of the gnarliest crashes we have ever seen. Okay. Whoa, the little pre-made right there in that corner there, Galaxy boy. Yeah, so I feel like Roczen's, he's getting down to his last couple years. I mean, it just wouldn't shock me whatever he decides to do at this point. I just don't think we're ever going to see the Roczen, Supercross championship necessarily, like 450 class type shit. I just don't know at this point. Man, I thought, if he got like, a couple years on that Suzuki again, he might be able to really get going, and he just never really has been able to, man. I don't know, it's kind of weird, like, definitely kind of expecting a little more out of Roczen, but ever since his injury, I feel like everybody has. It's kind of that he'll have those flashes of the old Roczen, but then for some reason he can't really. It's kind of like how Adam Cianciarulo started getting there towards the end of his career. Just, oh, that's a quad daddy. Come on there, jumper. Come on, buddy. So, but yeah, this whole new Ducati team going on. I don't know how much has actually been verified about this, but is it supposed to be like Troy Lee Designs? Because obviously I do know for a fact that Troy Lee Designs left the GasGas team. It's going to be Rockstar GasGas. That's going to have like your Barsha, Cochran, those sort of dudes on it. But as far as actual Ducati, a lot of people are talking about that's going to be like a new Moto Supercross team. So, of course, they're going to be trying to get some riders on there. You'd think they would have some kind of a decent level 450 dude on there. So, I don't know. Man, that's a stretch, isn't that quad? So, but as far as Roczen, it's just kind of, I could see him doing something like that. I've also heard a lot of people talk about he might potentially go do like European racing or whatever. All this stuff, bro, I don't know what the hell's been like verified, what the hell's, I may be talking completely out of my ass here. This is just more of what if kind of video, you know what I mean? What if he went Ducati? What if he went back to race MXGP, And I don't even know exactly what, like, sparked that up for people to start making videos on that. Like, he might be going back there. I have no idea. I just know it is going around, It's not just like, there's a reason why people start making those sort of videos of this dude potentially going here and that guy potentially going to this team. And a lot of times they're actually right about that. Now, at this point, with Roczen only having like probably another 1 or 2 seasons that he's going to be racing, I can't see him doing any drastic change, like I say, unless he's going to go over and do some MXGP racing. I could see him doing that, some sort of a Europe, do like MXGP and then the World Supercross on the Ducati, something like that. I mean, I could see Roczen doing something like that, and then maybe he gets better results doing that than staying in the United States, and then maybe that's sort of his way of retiring out on top or something. I don't know exactly. Definitely let me know down in the comments all the stuff you guys have heard about it. I just thought, you know, kind of just bringing the attention up here of like, don't be shocked if you see, you know, Roczen on a Ducati. But I was hearing that rumor. Bro, I hear 10,000 rumors a day, by the way, so I'm trying to like siphon through this shit. But, you know, I kind of heard the rumor, like I say, that it was going to be like Turley Designs going from, that's what Pierce Brown was on, fucking Turley Designs GasGas. Okay, so, but GasGas apparently still going, but now it's Rockstar, and then Turley Designs potentially going to, motherfucking Ducati, okay, and then Roczen, would he be on a Turley Ducati? That'd be kind of crazy, wouldn't it? But, yeah, I don't know, how much more Roczen's gonna do the Suzuki thing, but, like, there's not a lot of dudes riding Suzuki, you know? So I could see Roczen doing a thing like going to Ducati and kind of being like a, you know, bit of a brand ambassador for it in a sense, or like kind of wanting to bring that, be a part of that coming over to the motocross scene. Like, I could see Roczen doing something like that late in his career like this, you know? So, yeah, it's cool. I mean, here's the deal about having all these different bikes. Like, I just don't know how long they're gonna last. Like, you know, there's so many of them getting into the pro Supercross, pro Motocross shit. I just don't know. Bro, this new controller, I can barely even play the game right now. Excuses, Fancy boy. You get a new controller in this game, it's like riding with brand new boots, bro. You can't hardly even move. But, yeah, so, oh, that's a little inside Rutsky there, too. But yeah, I'm really just making this video just about, you know, potentially Roczen going Ducati. But I definitely do think we are seeing sort of the end of Roczen's career here. Certainly think that's the case, you know. And I just don't really see the point of continuing to try. If you have some sort of major health issue that's holding you back. Kind of a big reason why Cianciarulo just went ahead and hung the boots up, you know. If you got something like that going on, you know, it just kind of, a lot of them dudes, they spent their whole life doing this, but they, you know, they don't want to give up on that idea, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying? My dudes. So, yeah, I mean, Beta kind of came around, and it's cool having all these little new teams on these new bikes, because kind of gives some of these dudes that may not have had a opportunity on one of the bigger factory teams, give those guys another option, kind of like a Colt Nichols, or, you know, and even Roczen to an extent. Like, you know, I think Roczen's gonna have a hard time being able to get on another big time factory team at this point. I know that sounds crazy, but like, I don't think you're gonna see Roczen on no Star Yami Hall, no Monster Energy Kawasaki. You know, he definitely ain't going back Honda. I mean, it's just as if all of the big-time factory teams have been completely took over by faster, younger, better dudes at this point. And I just don't know how many of these teams really believe in Roczen like that. And I don't know how much longer that Suzuki team is just going to keep on doing that shit with Roczen, you know, not really getting amazing results. Kind of the, you know, that's where I could see the Ducati thing really becoming a thing with Roczen, because it's like they feel like they're getting a top rider, which they are, but they don't really have enough, like, motocross sort of team history and results and stuff to be, and probably not the budget to be going out there getting like a Tomac, you know. So it all kind of would add up in a sense. I guess that's why I'm making this videos, because it does kind of add up, does kind of seem as if that could be a real possibility. Like, when I sit down and think about it, it like makes sense on both sides. It makes sense why Roczen would do it. It would make sense why Ducati would do it. You know, all of that And, you know, I can't remember the dude, MXGP dude that's already on the Ducati team. I think it's kind of like popping off, starting to pop off over there in Europe before the US. So, I don't know, this could just be like an MXGP Europe thing, could not even be a USA thing. So, yeah, boys, gave y'all boys a shitload of information that you could actually use in this video. Kidding, obviously. I don't know shit, boys. I'm just out here making videos, having fun, you know what I'm saying?